All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the party. This is your Simply Cyber State of Simply Cyber quarterly meeting. We are going to be ripping the face off of this one. I am so excited that you have joined us here today. I put a little slide deck together. Let's make this one big. I am Gerald Auger. I'm the founder, creator, whatever you want to call it, of Simply Cyber, community leader, community member. And I am so excited to share both a bunch of wins and great things that happened in 2025, a couple learning opportunities from 2025, and then most importantly, 2/3 of this experience is going to be talking about all of the amazing things that are going to happen in 2026. I have put a lot of thought into what's going to be happening here. I do not recklessly or haphazardly treat Simply Cyber or the community with like, I don't know, kid gloves or whatever you want to call it. So it's going to be all about good times. Before we get into it, let's say what's up to the community. I see Sierra Montgomery, Tech Ricky, Steve Young, Mara Levy, not only IT, so many people, AB, Fleetus, Phil Stafford, Ellipsis, not only IT. What's up, everyone? We've got squad members left, right, and center. Inez Martin, dude, I'm going to tell you, I really enjoyed the All-American Rejects starting this. I wish I could play copyrighted music all the time because it just captures the vibe. And to me, vibe is very, very valuable, very, very important to kind of set tone, set expectations, and really communicate in a different way. Music to me is like an infograph. Like it communicates an energy, a vibe, and an emotion in addition to whatever the words are that you're saying. What's up, Tech? Ricky Straw Hat Sack, Cody Keppen, what cracking? All right, guys, so here's the deal. I'm going to go through the slides. Feel free to say what's up. I'm going to ask you, as always, super transparent. If you got questions, put them in chat. I may miss them. I will try to flag them, but if I miss them, just remind me, and I'm happy to answer them again, okay? I do this. If you're wondering why on earth am I running this meeting, let me tell you right now, okay? Poner Joe, 28 months. Woo! Smoking hot, my man. I love it. Here's the reality, guys. Simply Cyber is, when people are like, what's Simply Cyber? Yes, it's a YouTube channel, it's a community, but it's so much more. It's, I dare say, a movement, but it is, it's a vibe, it's a philosophy, it's an approach to not just cybersecurity, but how to be professional and be courteous and be kind and care. You know what I mean? So for me, it's vitally important to do meetings like this because I believe you are my boss. Okay? I do this to serve you. Obviously, yes, it makes money and all those things. So like, let's not be ridiculous here that I'm like the sparrow from Game of Thrones. Okay? But I'm not like, that's not my main motivation. It's about service. So I do these meetings, one, to be accountable to you, and two, to share with you as part of the board where we're going and what I, as kind of the steward of Simply Cyber, am doing to serve you in the coming, 3 to 6 to 9 months, right? And if you got any feedback, this is the time to get it because I want it, because I don't know all the things, dude. I'm trying the best I can. So if I can get some feedback, some input, some insights, I will absolutely do that. So without further ado, let me get into the talks and then we'll be off and running. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Thanks for letting me take vacation. Appreciate that. All right, guys, listen really quickly. Thank you for attending. Let's get the talk going. Sit back, relax. Let's let the cool sounds of the state of Simply Cyber wash over us all in an awesome wave. So first of all, before we get anywhere, I do have to say thank you so very much. This Simply Cyber is massive. It takes a village. There is zero chance, zero, that this can possibly happen on my own. And it would be ridiculous for me not to acknowledge that, okay? I want to say shout out to Kimberly Can Fix It. Kimberly is instrumental in all the things. She is ubiquitous with the success of Simply Cyber's community. Kathy Chambers, who's been involved and heavily involved for quite some time, but just recently taken it up a notch. And if you like the quality of what we're doing and the direction we're doing and all the things that are coming in 2026, Kathy is very, very involved and responsible for that. We got our mods that you see all the time. Now they have, jobs too, and they make these contributions and commitments to the community because of their passion and care for the community. DJ Bisek, Casually Joseph, Jenny Housley, Justin Gold, aka J Gold, aka J Crypto, Eric Taylor from Barricade Cyber doing all that he does, including the jaw jacking on Tuesdays. Daniel Lowry is not on here. I'm sorry that I forgot that, but Daniel Lowry, he's there on Thursdays. He does guest hosting of the show. He did jaw jacking panel today. Of course, me, right? I mean, I am part of the community. I do help run things. Dan Reardon, a mod and memes. Marcus Kyler, honorary mod. I know Marcus and I got that history there. And then finally, the last one is you. And I don't do this like flippantly, guys. Like, I can't put everybody on here, but each of you contribute. This is why I do the the Monday member of the week, because I want to recognize you guys, not just at quarterly meetings or once a year, but weekly just in time, because it matters. Okay. We gave out over $5,000 in prizes, for lack of a better term, in 2025, $100 a week to community members. It adds up, y'all, $5,200. And that's kind of a rough number because the merch is actually over $100. But all of you, Sierra Montgomery, Marcus Kyler, Alpha Sierra, like the SC Nerd Crew, like AB and all he does, Ryan Pearson, Cyber Cave, the local ambassadors, guys, everybody's doing their part and contributing in their own way. And that is what makes this community so special. Jesse Johnson modding, Slay Security Plus, Cosmic Cowboy jumping in. I got to tell you guys right now, this is not even hyperbolic. At least once a month, if not more frequently, someone comes to me and says one of two things. One, I can't believe how nice, how kind, and how engaged your community is. Or they'll say, how can I get a community like that? Okay. And when they ask that question, sometimes they're a business and they're just like, how can I get a community like that? And I'm like, dude, you don't buy it. You don't sign up. It's not a SaaS service. Like, community is a service. You have to put in the time, energy, and effort. You have to care. That's how you get community. And Simply Cyber, you guys, I'm telling you, we have no idea. We are like the gold standard for killing it as a community. So thank you. Before I get into anything else, that's what's up. All right, now let's go into the work. So 2025 by the numbers. I pulled some numbers that I thought were really interesting. We did celebrate our 1,000th episode of Daily Cyber Threat Brief, 4 years in the making. That is a fact that blows people's minds. Many of you have been here from the beginning and have seen it. I do it every day, but sometimes people host the show for me. Sometimes the community jumps in. Sometimes my audio's not working. Casually Joseph drives over to my house and fixes it and then yells at me when I touch the mixing board. 1,000 episodes is a declaration of consistency. It's a declaration of consistency and just awesomeness, that even though it's not perfect all the time, we still show up and put in the work and get the best we can out of it, which is what we're really trying to do. We also eclipsed over 11 million views on the YouTube channel. To me, that's 11 million experiences of helping somebody. 11 million times somebody watched a piece of content from Simply Cyber that hopefully delivered some value to them. We have over 16,000 active members. We have 16,000 members in the Discord server. And I put an asterisk next to that because earlier in the year, we actually took an effort to query the Discord server and find all the dead accounts and pruned them off. So we actually removed over 8,000 Discord members from the server, if my math is correct. So these are 16,000 healthy members. Now, of course, there's probably some new dead ones or whatever, but my point is, that's real, man. And there's over 2,000 active members on the server, usually at any time. I'm going to look right now. Right now, online members, 1.86 thousand. All right, so this is legit. And then finally, by the numbers, I included this one because this is something I'm super proud of. Look at that far right bubble, 21.9% female audience. Guys, I got to tell you, spoiler alert, IT YouTube channels, cyber YouTube channels, they typically have a single-digit female audience viewership. We have a 21.9%, which I'm telling you right now is absurdly high. I personally made it a goal 2 years ago. We were at like 11%. And I was like, we got to get it better than this. So I don't like go pander to women and like, hey ladies, come on in here. Like, you get to whatever, like 21.9%. And we have the all female channel in the Discord server that I don't even go into. We have people like Shamiria Gonzalez, who has led women like only meetups and luncheons and stuff. I didn't even know that was going on because I don't go into that channel. Women have told my wife, who was at Simply CyberCon, that they feel that Simply Cyber as a community is a safe space, an inclusive space, a space that they can be, women without being like, whatever. So, I'm a male, so I don't have the perspective, but I'm telling you, I am super proud that we have a 21.9% female audience. I'm happy that our core values, Simply Cyber's core values, is support, inclusion, and empowerment. Support and inclusion. This means that if you're a female, you should feel safe and included and welcomed and invited to be in the community. Okay? None of this toxic crap. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so that's 2025. Also, there were so many community events. Oh my God, community is like my favorite part. Top left, Wild West Hackin' Fest, straight crushing it. Simply CyberCon on the top right. DEF CON meetup, our biggest one to date. We partnered with Tyler Ramsby and the Hack Smarter crew for that one. Dude, so many events, so much time. This is to me a visual testament to what we've built and what we're doing here at Simply Cyber. And I couldn't be prouder of it, frankly. I am so grateful. Like, I couldn't even imagine this when I recorded my first video, that we would be able to have this level of impact. And again, going back to this slide right here, the bottom right, all of this doesn't happen without you, right? I can own the fanciest equipment and have the coolest 4 radio voice or whatever. If all of these people don't show up, if all of these people don't care and help each other, the whole thing collapses in on itself. All right. So thank you, community. Lano, blue badge. Woo! All right. So Sunshine, I'm going to flag that question for chat, and we'll answer that. Well, I'll answer right now. Sunshine says, is there a Women in Cyber session at Simply CyberCon? There was not one last year. I think Shamiria Gonzalez is actually going to run a women's only luncheon at Simply CyberCon 2026. Sunshine. Also want to point out, Kathy Chambers is going to be doing a Simply Cyber Firesides takeover for all females in 2026, but get with Kathy on that one. All right. So as all the good things are in 2025, there are some casualties happening, some changes coming on. So number one, the Meta CTF, the monthly CTF that's been going on. By the way, there's one tomorrow, the final one of the year, tomorrow from 12 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Go check that out. Poner Joe is the one who can help you with that. We ran the CTFs monthly as a community event. We did it for, I think, 14 months. It was a great initiative. It's coming to an end. We didn't quite get the traction that I was looking for. I introduced it as a community event to rally behind, and it just didn't really get a lot of traction. I know some people are super into it, and that's fun, and I wish you the best. Meta CTF will continue on monthly, so you can still participate there. But on balance, the community, it didn't grow. People weren't getting excited about it. People weren't talking about it. So to me, that's a signal that it's a cool idea, but when the rubber hits the road, people didn't want to do it. So I'm not going to continue to push it. I'll spend our money and our time and our resources in a different direction that might be more beneficial to the community. One of the bigger changes that's coming, as many of you know, all of 2025, we had the Simply Cyber Media Group. We had defensive, offensive, social engineering, Mentors Podcast, ICS, 2 Cyber Chicks, and more, right? Well, so we did it for a full year as a experiment. The results are back. I liked it as a concept. I definitely appreciated being able to have all these experts in their specific fields come help you. Looking at the metrics, number one, it messed up the YouTube algorithm entirely. So YouTube doesn't know what Simply Cyber's channel is all about anymore. Secondly, someone might search on ICS, find it, watch one video of ICS, and then all of a sudden there's like a video about GRC and they didn't like that. There's other things about it. There was a lot of wrangling of getting the content from the creators, which is fine. Like, they're doing their thing. They did nothing wrong. But when you have like 9 different podcasts and, 18 creators, it became very, very burdensome from a management perspective. So we tried it as an experiment, but starting in 2026, those shows will go away. Now, some of them will be, and Kimberly, I should have had this and don't have this. So if there's links that I should have, please can you share them with me, please, on Discord? So Wade and Josh, Simply Defensive, will be going away. Loved it. Wade and Josh will be continuing Simply Defensive on their own platform, audio only. So we'll get you links for that. So you can still consume it, just in a different platform. John and Steve, Cyber Mentors podcast, they're going to continue doing it on their own. So here's the thing. I told every show, listen, it's just not working out for Simply Cyber anymore, but I love what you're doing. You have the choice to retire the show, or I will help you migrate it onto a different platform and you can control it. Steve and John are going to go over to Simply Mentors podcast. We will still raid them at 9:30, okay? Wade and Josh are going to be doing their audio only one. Philip Wiley's retiring Simply Offensive. Don and Tom are retiring Simply ICS. Eddie's Simply Social Engineering's already been retired. There are a couple small changes. 2 Cyber Chicks will continue on through 2026 and then expire at the end of 2026, migrating onto their own platform because of a contractual thing that's going on. Also, James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet, Simply Secured, will continue for 1 quarter, so Q1 2026, because of an agreement he and I have. And then in Q2, we will either migrate him to his own platform or the show will retire. It's depending on James McQuiggan's decision. Okay, so those are the big things. Now, that's 2025. Surely I've got something planned for you. Yes, I do. What's 2026 cooking? Let's look into it. So number 1, we are going to be leaning very hard into educational and entertaining content. All right. Now check this out really quickly. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, really quickly. If you want, let me do this. If you want more Philip Wiley, so Simply Offensive's going away, but Philip will continue with the Philip Wiley Show, which is his podcast and all that good stuff that's Philip Wiley. So I'm going to drop a link in chat right here, okay? Phil Wiley Show. Okay. Thank you very much, Kimberly. See what I mean? Guy, like, listen, remember when I showed you this slide right here? Right here, Kimberly's just like firing me off. Philip Wiley Show link live in stream. All right, so here's the plan. Okay, let me break it down for you. I'm gonna go full screen in a second, but there's a couple things that are happening in 2026. Number 1, every single Sunday starting January 4th. So I commit to you 52 Sundays at least. I mean, not that there's going to be a 53rd Sunday in 2026, but I mean, I might go into 27 if it works, right? So the plan for 2026 is I am going to do a produced video every single Sunday, which means one of the ones that's got like, the fancy edits and, hey, what's up? It's Jerry, blah, and like Stinger and all that crap, right? Now, every Sunday at like 4 p.m. drop. We might adjust the time, but it will be every Sunday. And this is going to be answering like common questions or very meta things. And it's going to get back to what Simply Cyber was kind of built on at its foundation. So instead of going wide with all the shows like we did, we're going to go deep now with the content. One wildly interesting thing is, in addition to me doing, produced videos every Sunday, I've also reached out to our network, our friends of Simply Cyber, right? So friends like Michelle Khan, Bo Bullock, Hayden Covington, Jessica Hyde, Mike Saunders, and others. And I've asked them, hey, would you like to make a video for Simply Cyber, kind of in your wheelhouse? And you would say like, hey, it's Michelle from the Simply Cyber Media Group, and we're going to rip through the top 5 OSINT tools that you can use today. So the idea is not only is it me every Sunday dropping a video, but where appropriate, you're going to get a produced video from one of our community members, our friends in the community who are awesome at something specific, and they're going to deliver it. So the value train is going to chug along, and it's going to be awesome. So look for that. I promise you every Sunday it's going to drop. On top of that, we have an entirely new initiative called Skill Streams. Now, once a month, we are going to be running what we're calling skill streams. The first one is January 13th, and you can see the thumbnails right here. It's me and Mike Miller. And skill streams are basically like 1-hour webinars. We didn't want to call it webinars because webinars is what your dad goes to. We go to skill streams. We're going to do skill streams, and it's like a 1-hour practical skills webcast where you show up. It's quite clear what the value prop is. You can follow along. Like this one's going to be about fixing your LinkedIn account. You can follow along, get value, and basically by the end of the 1 hour, you're going to have made some incremental progress in an area. This one, it's going to be about fixing your LinkedIn profile, right? Getting those things sorted out. This is awesome. So we're going to do 12 of these. Now, the first one I'm involved with, but that's it. February through June is already scheduled, and we have I'm not even exaggerating, we have some of the brightest cyber pros in the industry doing these skill streams. They will be absolutely free, $0, and they will be live streamed on YouTube. They will be clearly communicated in advance, and they will be awesome. You will love it, okay? The next thing that we're the next thing we're introducing are monthly workshops. Now, these are going to be once a month, so 12 a month, all right? And they will be 2 to 4 hours. Now, these will be paid workshops, so they will be pay gated, all right, just to be fully transparent. And they will be deep dive workshops that you will get your hands dirty. You will pick up a skill. You will learn something. You will get a CPE certificate for it, whether it's 2 CPEs or 4 CPEs. So this is that more traditional, paid training. But because it's Simply Cyber, it is going to be incredibly affordable. I think we're targeting, I forget the exact number. I think it's like $49 a CPE hour or something like that. So $99 for a 2-hour seminar. I'm doing the first workshop in January 28th. Because it's mine, I've given myself a discount. So it's a 4-hour training for $99. But you'll see that there's absolutely no commitment to pay or sign up or anything like that. But just letting you know that we've got this, and the benefit of that is that you're going to be able to go way deep into something very specific if it applies to you. All right. So those are all those items. And if you have questions, queue them up. Get ready because I will do a Q&A session. Now, with all this content, 52 videos, 12 trainings, 12 workshops, skill streams galore. How the heck are we going to keep track of all that? Well, Kimberly Can Fix It has solved the problem again. And by the way, whoever said not all heroes wear capes was clearly looking at Kimberly when they said it. Kimberly has developed this Luma workshop or calendar thing. So go to luma.com/simplycyber right now, HTTPS luma.com/simplycyber. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to get a calendar invite. And over the next week or so, Kimberly's actually going to be filling this out because we know what streams are coming up and what workshops are coming up and everything like that. This is going to be your ground zero for what's going on, because one of the biggest complaints I've heard from people in the community is, I wanted to go to that. I meant to go. I forgot. Well, guess what? We solved that problem because this calendar invite's going to tickle you like Phil Stafford. It's going to tickle you under the chin and be like, you got a webinar in an hour. You got a meeting in an hour. Workshop tomorrow. All right. So get all over that for real. I'm super pumped about this personally because this has been a common complaint by people, or not complaint, a common constructive criticism request is a way to remember that something is upcoming. All right, what else we got at Simply Cyber Academy? This one I'll tease a little bit. So, in 2024, we did a lot of GRC stuff. In 25, Tyler Ramsby, Ryan Yeager, Michelle Kahn. We started getting some offensive security learning in there. Daniel Lowry's Pen Test Plus course. Now, these courses, by the way, if you don't know about them, incredibly affordable. The entire point of Simply Cyber Academy is to get great education at a ridiculously affordable rate so it can get in the hands of people. We are considering introducing Blue into the Academy in 2026. I already have one course lined up. I've been talking to another creator about introducing another Blue course. Here's the thing. I don't want to just introduce one Blue course. I'd like to have 2 or 3 so we can have like a little bit of a learning path for people, but just stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, I'd say like 75% of my time is focused on the media side of the house and 25% on the academy. Even my own vulnerability management analyst class is something that I've been struggling to get completed. But just know that the academy is getting some love and some nurturing in 2026. So it will be coming. Of course, Simply CyberCon is going to be a 2-day event. We're going big next year. This year was awesome. Mark your calendars, November 8th and 9th. Details to come after the new year. I promise you the website's going to have all the information starting in the new year. This is a little bit of a teaser of what the Simply CyberCon 2026 badge is going to look like. Just a little bit of a teaser. It is going to be at Folly Beach. It's going to be a full 2-day. Let me tell you really high level what the format's going to be. It's going to be broken out by meals. So you're going to get fed breakfast, lunch, and potentially dinner. We'll figure that out. But from breakfast to lunch, it's talk tracks, 2 rooms, 1 chill out room, talk tracks. From lunch to dinner, it's workshops. And if you don't want to do one in the workshops because it doesn't really apply to you, no problem. Go to the chill out room, hang out, do tabletop exercises, socialize with people, have fun. Then dinner onward is activities. And activities can mean a whole host of things. Silence Poet wants to run a Texas poker or a Texas Hold'em poker tournament. I want to make sure that there's an open mic night so I can see Joe Hudson and Tyler Ramsby square off on a mic fight. There's talks about the extreme one is a tattoo artist. We'll see. There will definitely be a Magic the Gathering tournament because I'm leading that effort and so many other things. So that's the format. Details to follow, but just know we're going bigger and better in 2026, and 25 was pretty sick. So going bigger and better is even wilder. So guys, I want to say, let's crush 2026. I am friggin' over the moon about what we did in 25 and where we're going in 26. I shout out to Kathy and Kimberly, who have been helping me a lot since, forever, but since November 1st, it's really gotten accelerated. I am pumped, guys. And yeah, so that's it. So let me close the slides here and then stand before you proverbially naked, and face your truth. Any questions, hit me up. Any thoughts? Let's talk about it. It's your time. It's 12:30. I scheduled an hour for this, so we can kick it for an hour. But those were the updates. 2025 was amazing. You guys are awesome. In 2026, my energy is pointed in the right direction. And coming off a 2-week vacation, I'm telling you, I am going to be like Scooby-Doo running away from a villain. My legs are going to be like in full, you can't even see him mode. And I'm going to hit the run and just be motoring like a Mario Kart, hitting one of those like arrow things that go wicked fast. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm looking. Hey, Deb Wigley's here. Let's go, Deb Wigley. All right, Taco Bar SCCon 26. I'll put it on the list. All right, so let me see. I'm going to bring chat up too. This definitely feels like a chat on stream kind of thing. All right, let's go. All right, let's see. I'm looking for any questions. If you asked a question earlier in the stream, please ask it again. I wasn't looking at chat because I was basically like one of those toys that you put the red zip thing in. I was like a Beyblade. Let it rip. Okay, so Reach Chris Young's with the first question. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. First question. For schedule, can we add a website nav bar menu item to navigate to the calendar easily and chat command to access the schedule calendar? Are you talking about the Luma website? Probably not. The Luma website is like functionally built to do what it does. I don't think it has a chat thing. So reach Chris, I'm not sure. Roswell UK says, when is Simply Cyber World Tour? We'll see. There is a chance that I might, the next international thing might be Black Hat Europe. So Roswell UK, I know that's in London sometimes. All right, continuing to Phil Stafford. I didn't even say like an 80s, 90 reference. Phil Stafford's just like drink. No, I'm sure it was the things. All right, Elliot Matthijs, are there any themes that SCCon 26 talk should be based around asking for a friend? No, I mean, I have always not wanted a theme, only because, first of all, one of our talk tracks is designed for first-time speakers so they can, crack that, a career goal or professional accomplishment. So to me, it's like, if you got something great to share it. We're there to learn. Am I able to talk about sponsors yet? So TJ, if you're talking about sponsors for Simply CyberCon, I don't really have any yet. I think Flair wants to sponsor that. Certainly, I would try to get ThreatLocker again. They spoke very highly of Simply CyberCon, and the other people that were there, I will follow up with. If you're talking about Daily Cyber Threat Brief, right now ThreatLocker is the only one who's committed. Flair has expressed serious interest in wanting to sponsor, but it's just been sitting with them for contract for a while. And then there's another one that's like, Anti-Siphon Training. So Anti-Siphon Training hasn't officially renewed sponsorship yet. That's out with them right now. So we'll see. I don't know. I've left it in the hands of Kimberly while I'm out. So I'll find out when I do the Daily Cyber Threat Brief on January 5th what's cracking. If you have any other, if there's a specific question, TJ, about the sponsors, I'm happy to answer that. All right, here we go. Is there any scheduled events you have? So on January 13th, I'll be doing the skill stream with Mike Miller around fixing your LinkedIn profile. On January 28th, I'll be doing the workshop. I think March. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, March 4th through 6th, I'll be in Florida. I'm like scheduled to go to Zero Trust World. Hopefully that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about on my vacation, I will not be going to the Denver Wild West Hackin' Fest. One of the things I'm trying to do in 2026 is say no to more things, which hurts. But at the same time, I almost need to do it to without getting like super. I'm very transparent and willing to talk about this, but like I dealt with some like mental health issues in 2025. Like that's part of the reason why I'm so excited about this vacation. And I know Deb Wigley probably right now putting her hands on her hips, like nodding her head like this. She's been telling me to take a vacation for like 3 years. I had like one kind of burnout in the late spring, and then leading into Simply CyberCon, I was in a wicked dark place. So I'm just trying to say no to some more things. Are there any changes to the Team SC regional meetup groups in 26? What help is needed, if any, for promoting? Yeah, so we do have the local meetup and ambassadors. The problem with that is the infrastructure to manage the ambassadorship is difficult. If you don't know, the Simply Cyber ambassadors is like, say you live in like Baltimore and you want to have like local meetups for Simply Cyber community members in Baltimore. So Brews and Hacks does that. Ryan does that, and he's good at it. And you can go to the Simply Cyber Discord server, go to the DMV channel and find where the next meetup is. The problem is somebody like Carl, right? Carl's like, Oh, hey, I'm Carl. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. I would love to have a Simply Cyber commute up. I'm super excited. So we go through all the trouble to build out the infrastructure for it. And then Carl, like the first day says, hey, everybody, I live in Omaha. Anybody want to hang out? And then like maybe 3 people were like, yeah, let's hang out. And then Carl never does anything again. And that's not to throw shade at Carl. It's just the idea of being an ambassador and the idea of meeting up with local people sounds great. The work of managing it is work, and people, it's happened. I would say it happens more often than it doesn't happen. And your heart's in the right place. But the problem is a lot of people get excited and then don't follow through, which is a burden for us because we go through all the trouble to build it out and do all the things, and then it never gets used. Right. So unfortunately, it's a big management challenge, Elliot. So the plan would be if someone could figure out a way to solve it, that'd be awesome. But right now it's kind of limping along, unfortunately. I do want to point out, I wasn't prepared to do this on stream, but let's do this really quickly. See all these? I got all these bought. You know what these are? These are all Simply Cyber flags. Do you know why I have them? So I can hand them to ambassadors. So they can do meetups with the flag. See, we got the new flag with the new logo. Check this out. This thing's hotter than a stolen pistol. Woo! Look at this guy. Boom, baby. So that's what's up. All right, giddy up on that. All right, continuing to look. Here we go. Can we Discord workshops community? Can we do Discord workshop community folks leave once a month? Yeah, so this is a great example. If someone wants to lead this, because here's the thing, Straw Hat Sec, I love the idea, but now what this idea introduces is you got to have a schedule. You got to make sure that you get the like the instructors. You got to communicate out that the workshops are happening. You've got to provide like IT support to run the workshop and make sure that it's working and people are communicating. People are going to ask for resources, so then follow up afterwards. Like, this is a perfect example. Like, I love this idea. This is a great idea. This is going to have management work associated with it. So who's going to own that? I'm fine doing it. I'm fine enabling it. Just like this is a perfect example. The public talks or public speaking talks, right? Chris Hidalgo, Chris Young, like Luke Canfield, they run that. And that thing goes great. And I'm totally into enabling people to do things. It's just, it can't have a management burden added on top because I'm already like drowning. You know what I mean? So if people want this, let's do it. But someone like Straw Hat Sec, you'd have to own it. You'd have to be the person to own it if you wanted to do that. Just like Poner Joe owned the CTF. All right, let's keep cooking. Do you guys want the chat back on stage? Does that matter to you guys or no? Let me know. All right. Looking at chat here. This song's kind of like a downer, man. All right, continue. I would love to play All American Rejects right now, but unfortunately, I want community members to be able to come back and watch this. Let's see. Oh, Rhonda Rummerfield's here. Rhonda's, thank you for all your contributions, Rhonda. And it's shout out to Dan, Mad Destroyer, for the boat ride for the speakers at Simply CyberCon. Is there any Simply Cyber group meetup in upstate New York? I thought you were the ambassador, Tom. I thought you were. I don't know. You'd have to go to the Discord server to see. All right, let's go. Is Joe Hudson here? Joe Hudson? Oh my god. Oh my god. Everybody be cool. Joe Hudson's here. Love myself some Joe Hudson. If you guys don't know Joe Hudson, you're missing out on it. All right, guys, it's 12:40. I got time. What questions do you have? Let me share something with you. Oh, I love doing like live streams. Let me share something with you that I think is super sick, okay? Can I do this? Hold on one second. I'm excited to share this with you. Okay, so first of all, oh, hold on. I don't want to do this one. Oh, yeah, I can do this one. Okay, so check this out. We are doing this really cool thing. Where's Kimberly? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared to do this part, but I'm so excited that I want to share it with you. Okay, hold on. Is it under Kimberly? Where's the link to the thumbnails for the GRC videos? Because I wanted to show them that. Trust me, this is gonna be worth it. I promise. Oh my gosh. Oh, here they are. I found them. Okay, so check this out. Ready? This is an initiative that I'll answer your question in a second, Roswell UK. Listen, this is part of the initiative for 2026. Like, I have made a stable of videos, okay, where I interviewed a mid-tier person, a senior level, someone who's looking to break in, someone who's a senior level. Okay? Basically, look at this. So check this out. I know the AI makes my face look like nightmare fuel, but just bear with me. I interviewed someone who's looking to break in, someone who's been working in the role for a few years, and someone who's a senior person in a role, and I asked them the same 5 interview questions. Each video is one question. So in this particular video, I ask them one question, which I lay out at the beginning of the video, and then their answer comes in, and then I constructively criticize it or constructively feedback it. So if you've ever taken an interview and not got constructive feedback afterwards when you didn't get the job, this is going to solve that. If you are a mid-tier person and you feel like you want to play along and answer the question, you can rate yourself against the mid-tier or the senior tier person to see how you stack up. So what does this look like in practice? Let me show you. So this is the actual video. It's unlisted right now, okay? But watch this. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Shamira Gonzalez from the community. Jesse Johnson from the community. Erica McDuffie from the community. These videos are going to give you so much value, your brain is going to explode. This is the first question. Tell me how you would handle a situation where a critical system fails a compliance audit, but the business wants to delay remediation for 6 months due to budget constraints. Boom. Let's go. And it's literally like, see, Shamira's given her answer here, and I pause it, and in real time, I go, boom, let me give constructive feedback on why she's saying something good or where she could improve upon that. Rinse and repeat across all 3 layers of the role. This is going to unbelievably level people up. I'm telling you right now, I did all 5 GRC videos. I did 3 of the 5. I just recorded Mike Saunders from Red Siege for an hour earlier today, where I did the same thing with pen testing with someone who wants to be a pen tester, someone who's been working as a pen tester, Poner Joe, and someone who's a senior pen tester, Tyler Ramsby. Tai Kwon Gong's looking to break in. And Mike Saunders listened to their feedback to each question and critically gave feedback. This is a series of videos. It's 15 different videos. We're going to be doing SOC analysts too. And my man, Eric Capuano, is going to be the person giving the feedback on that. So just some insights into the value of the videos that I'm going to be making in 2026. This isn't just like, hey, here's like 3 certs you should get. That you can, everybody does that, okay? Like, I'm trying to give you more and better and valuable video content. That's what's up. All right, so the questions that Roswell UK had was, can you tell my wife to give me my SE hoodie back? She says it's lovely and warm. Yes, so for those who don't know, when you are the Simply Cyber, hold on one second. when you are the Simply Cyber community member of the week, you get either a $100 Amazon gift card or merch. And if you get the merch, by the way, I've never sent anyone this, but you could be getting the Joe Hudson shirt. Look at this guy. Oh my God. One night only, Folly Beach 2026, this guy. But anyways, the sweatshirt he's talking about is, I think they may have stopped making it. Oh, it's this one right here. This one right here. They don't even do it in the right color anymore, unfortunately. So it was a limited run. But this Adidas hoodie right here, oh, this isn't even it. They may have stopped making it, man. That sucks. But it's this hoodie right here. If you own one of these hoodies, you know how awesome this hoodie is. Oh, it's so comfortable. All right, so what else we got? I'm here to answer questions. I'm having a good time. I appreciate all of you allowing me to flip out live on stream. It's my favorite thing, hanging out with you, doing all the cool stuff. All right, what else we got here? Looking at chat, looking for a Q here. My man Casually Joseph's in the house. All right, so Glenterprise Security says, can you give more specifics about the monthly paid training, such as topics on the lineup and whether you'll be pre-recorded or live? Yes, the monthly trainings will be live only. They're going to be on Zoom. You'll have to pay. When you register, you'll have to pay. They will not be recorded because otherwise we're afraid of piracy and whatnot. But we will communicate out quite in advance what the schedule is going to be. But let me see if I can find. Well, I'm looking for. I can tell you because we've got it lined up. Kathy Chambers has helped with this. We've got 6 months of workshops lined up. Here we go. So, for example, hold on. Okay, I'm not sure what the topic is, but Tim Papa is going to be the instructor in February. Christophe Limpelaire is going to be the instructor in March, and that'll probably be around AWS, blue team related AWS skills. Jacob Swinski is in April. Aleth Dennis is in June. Jessica Hyde is in May. Forensics expert Jessica Hyde. So it's going to be cool. Like I said, I think we said like $49 an hour. The relationship is Simply Cyber and the instructor split the earnings in half or 50-50, so they're getting paid, obviously their time is valuable and they do these trainings all over the place for payment. So we have to charge. Also, like the Zoom platform. Oh my God. If anyone's actually paying for Zoom, it's brutal. I think I paid like $2,000 for it. So I told Kathy, I'd like to cover costs at minimum. But I think it's going to be great. I'm excited for these paid trainings. And here's the reality, guys. Just as a business owner, here's something I've come to learn. People can be like, "Oh, I love that idea. I'd absolutely do that. Yes, I'd love that. I want that. I'd pay for that. Set it up and I'll do it." Well, the reality is, it's when it's time to pull out your checkbook or your credit card and actually make the payment, that's where the rubber hits the road. And I'm not judging anyone who doesn't want to pay. That's fine. Don't pay. I don't care. But like, my point is, we're going to run this as an experiment. These are paid workshops. I'm bringing in high-end talent to train us, and it's not free. I mean, I don't know what else to say. So if we end up doing it for 6 months and I take a loss, then we'll stop doing it, because obviously people like the idea, but they don't want to pay for it. And that's okay. I'm not going to absorb a loss just to, push something that people don't want. So that's what's up. All right. Joe Hudson says he'd pay for Zoom to stop getting upsold on it. 100%, dude. Will there be training assistance pricing available? Probably not, Roswell UK, because it's priced ridiculously cheap. It's like $99 for like a multi-hour workshop with a senior industry professional. Like you would never be able to take their training from this person anywhere. I would almost argue that our prices are already adjusted with assistance in mind. The good news is, again, not to be like, I'm not trying to be deceptive or anything. If you remember, the skills streams are happening once a month and the workshops are happening once a month. The person who is doing this, the workshop, the Jessica Hydes, the Tim Papas, the Elite Dennis, they are the same ones doing the skills stream. So at a minimum, everybody in the world, every single Simply Cyber community member will have an opportunity to learn some practical skills from this professional for free. That is part of, to me, that's part of the way that I feel whole and how I sleep at night, is that you will be able to get at least an hour of professional practical skill learning from this professional for free during the skill stream. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, invest, get some more deeper understanding, and have this person commit several hours to teaching you, well, then there's a premium associated with that. All right. Soulshine, can Jerry Kai come in for the training? We can see about that. I will be doing the training on January 28th. I'm going to be doing a 4-hour training, which is basically priced at 50% off because I'm only charging $99 per student. And that's going to be a 4-hour training that's essentially a consolidated version of my personal branding for cybersecurity content, a career in cybersecurity. This is the same class that Joe Hudson had mentioned at Simply CyberCon. I don't have time to give 4 days anymore. So I've taken that whole course. I have selected out the key things that I think are the highest priority, and I'm going to give you that in 4 hours. So you'll get a YouTube channel, you'll make your first video, you'll have the recipe to go forward and do more. And then if you want those 16 hours, I have the course available asynchronously on Simply Cyber Academy, and you can get access to that. But that's what that 4-hour workshop is going to be in January from me, about building a personal brand. Subscription plan to the workshop? Maybe. I don't know, Roswell. I'd have to think about it. Code Brew said, oh wait, he's talking to Tech Ricky. Yeah, hey, you know what? Roswell UK, he says maybe a subscription based. Maybe we could do something with like Patreon or something, which like just as a vehicle or something to like get sign up for a monthly thing. And if you are part of that monthly thing, then you get access to that. The challenge is that I am splitting the money with the instructor, right? So if we do it that way, it probably wouldn't work, honestly, because like, let's say February instructor has 200 attendees and March instructor has 5 attendees. Well, I don't know. I can't do it right now, honestly. Okay, get out of here with your feet, Brent. All right. I'm so excited. Can I ask you guys in chat, like, is there anything about two questions? Answer either one or both. Number one, is there anything that I talked about coming in 2026 that you're particularly excited about or got some movement from you? Number two, is there anything that you were hoping that I was going to say was coming, or you would like to see, or you think it would be a good idea for the community, for the channel? Drop that in chat too. And then I'm going to have to go in 6 minutes. Let me know in chat. All right, let's go. Are we still live? Did I disconnect from the interwebs? Oh, I see. You guys were just thinking. All right, Bustin' Justin loves the skill streams. I do too. I'm super psyched for those. Okay, Tech Ricky thinks one-time cost works better. I do too. Chris Young says he showed up late. Vuln management course mentioned. I'm working it. It just I'm a finite resource, unfortunately. Oh my God, yes. Can we get a cover of Don't You Forget About Me? No, BW, my vacation does not start in 6 minutes. I actually have a client call at 2 p.m. I have a kickoff. This is ridiculous. This is like insight into my life. I am doing a campaign with a company in January. And we have a kickoff call at 2 p.m. where we're going to kick off like what the plan is. And then I'm actually going to sit with their technical lead and go through their product and like look at it, play with it, analyze it, ask questions, get insights, do all those things for an hour. And then, but I'm not working over the next 2 weeks. I promise you, this is just to get everything lined up. But then I'm actually kind of curious, like what else I have. I think I have something else after that too. Yeah, 2 to 3, I have a client call. 3 to 3:45, I have another work call. But after that, I'm done. 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. Although I might try to go get my hair cut. I feel like my ears are disappearing. This bothers me right here. This is a problem. Okay. Sierra Montgomery says, happy you're taking a vacation. Me too. Thank you, Sierra. All right. Brian says he's excited for the skill streams and the workshops. Good. I'm glad. I'm hoping that the workshops go well. You know, I feel like people want to learn from industry pros. It's just, it's so expensive. So we're trying to, you know, try to address that. Deb Wigley's excited for my break. Deb Wigley's happy because she probably had 2025 on the Black Hills has probably been running some type of like squares. You know how like football betting, they do the squares and you get a square and if it lands in the square, you win. She had 2025 in her square for Jerry taking PTO. But thank you, Deb, for real. I definitely appreciate you. Chris Young, any last words before your vacation? For those still seeking their first role in cybersecurity? No, I mean, just slow and steady, be realistic, set expectations. And this came up on stream this morning. Don't get wrapped around the axle on just continuously consuming new information. Take a moment and try to make sure that you can apply it. Make sure that you can understand it. Make sure that you're documenting in some way so you can share it, right? Bingo must return. Yeah, we can definitely get bingo. I need to update the bingo card. I'm going to update the soundboard, the emote tray. All those things are getting a refresh. I just don't know when, though. Oh, Joe Hudson, you're so nice, dude. Joe Hudson is one to talk here. He says, very few people can work hard as Jerry, and even fewer can remain sane and smiling. Plus, I have this guy show up every day. He says, here's the thing that he's not saying. He says, very few people can work as hard as Jerry. Do you know who some of the other people are? Joe Hudson. That dude is a work machine. He's like the Terminator. He's like the T-1000. He's like, I'm working. Like, he doesn't talk like that, but that dude can crush some work, man, and do it at a wicked high level. And by the way, can I just tell you another thing about Joe Hudson since nobody asked, but I want to share? Not only does he crush work, this guy crushes whatever he works on. So if he's working on being a dad, crush it. Working on being a husband, crush it. Working on being awesome in his job, crush it. Working at being a good friend, crush it. The dude is inspiring. You should get some Joe Hudson in your life. The reason I have an entire Joe Hudson t-shirt in my merch store is because the guy is a human wrecking ball. He just destroys whatever he wants to work on. Oh, so many kind words. Sunshine, thank you for all you do. Jerry, appreciate you. See you next year. Yeah, I'm excited. We're at 1 o'clock, guys. This guy's about to go dark. What's the line from the video game? I think it's like Battlefield 4, like going dark or something. Maybe it's Splinter Cell. I don't know. Ooh, we might have to make a sticker for Simply Cyber 2026 of like Joe Hudson, just like something to do with like crush it and then like a Simply Cyber, put a logo on his hat or something. Yeah, this is the last you're going to see me. I am piecing out from public view for a minute here. Thank you, Chris Young. I love you too, Joe Hudson. Yeah, hey, we should clip that and then just clip that section for Joe Hudson. And then I'm actually going to clip it and then put it on social media and then tag Mrs. Joe Hudson. Mara loves all the content coming in 2026 and Simply CyberCon. Love it, love it, love it. Tech Ricky, enjoy your time off. Please take it easy. Oh, I'll be taking it easy. I'm excited. All right, Sunshine, thank you for all you do. My pleasure. Steve Young, it's always my pleasure, man. Elliot Mattice, my pleasure. Thank you guys for what you do. I'm not oblivious to it. I'm well aware of all the hard work and effort you guys are putting into it as well. All right, guys. It's good. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm just going to end with my All-American Rejects because I can cut off the end and the start of the show and it doesn't matter. All right, guys. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Until next time, stay secure.
Swiftly come and go, I'm dreaming of her. She's seeing other guys, emotions astir. The sun is